Hi, good morning, and welcome to Love at Lunch. This is your host and head coach, Marlena Cole, and the creator of the Love Me Right coaching program, where we are serving single African American women who are designed and desire to be a wife, supporting them and enjoying being in a relationship that is loving, supportive, and stable. I am always looking for single African American women who are ready to live their life with their best friend and lover. Who do you know that's ready to attract, connect, and start building healthy relationships with their life partner? I'm so excited to bring Love at Lunch to you every day in August, and August is going by really fast. We only have a few more weeks in August left, and so I'm excited to be with you every day, either live or pre-recorded, and we're talking everything life, love, and relationships. I'm coming to you today because everything we've been talking about all week, really just to encourage you. I hope this is encouragement more so than teaching, and just really encouraging you. We've been talking about the story we tell ourselves, and that is the story of what we say to ourselves, what we believe, and that's important because the story we tell ourselves, the situation, about life, about what we can have, about what we can't have, about who we are, who we're not, it drives our thoughts, our feelings, and emotions, and that drives our actions, which gives us the outcome of our lives. And so we have to be mindful of the story we tell ourselves. And we were talking earlier this week about the story we tell ourselves about why we're single, and talking about the hurt and how to heal that. And so go back if you haven't seen those videos, watch them. I think they're awesome, and maybe I'm biased. But I think it's a lot of things that are not necessarily talked about in the industry of coaching and dating and finding love, but it's really, really needed, because on the other side of that, what people don't tell you is that when you get married, all of your issues are laid bare. It's like when you were at your wedding night, somebody came into your house and painted all of your issues, hidden issues, things you didn't even know were an issue or a problem or a hindrance, or that you were still hurt or tripping off of, on the wall, and all of his. And every day you wake up, you see those issues and those weaknesses, and you're like, oh, that's what they don't tell you. So that's why I teach in my program, the first few weeks of the program is really going through what we believe, going through the hurt, going through who we truly are, and keeping what works and getting rid of what doesn't, and creating new beliefs, creating new thoughts of ways of thinking and mindset that shift the atmosphere around us. Someone asked me, so today we're going to be, it's like I said, it's just encouragement. And someone asked me the other day, what was the most valuable life lesson I had, and how did I learn it? And it took me a minute because I've had so many life lessons. And one of the life lessons that I have, which is a principle now that I teach in the Love Me Right program, is to commit to the process and not the outcome. And I say that meaning that everything in life is a process. It's a process to get up in the morning. It's a process to brush your teeth. It's a process to get your hair right? It's a process to get in the car, drive to work. Everything in life is a process. And when it comes to life and relationships, there is a process to get to our end goal. And so the lesson that I learned was how to commit to the process and not the outcome. And I learned this through being a single mom for 16 years. I was a teenage mom, got pregnant when I was 19, had my daughter at 20. I didn't meet my husband until she was 16, and we got married when she was 18. And so for all those 16 years, I was a single mother. And most of those years, I was desiring to be married because I grew up in a two-parent home, and I wanted to replicate that same love in my house for my daughter and I. But it didn't happen for a very long time, if you do the math. But the lesson I learned was never to give up, never to give in to life, never give up, never, when times got hard, when I didn't see my way through. I call myself a professional student, and now I'm proud of this, right? At the time, I was a little ashamed that I was in school getting a bachelor's degree literally for almost 10 years because I was going to school part-time and working full-time, and sometimes working two jobs to support my daughter and I. And it took me forever. And I lived my life semester by semester for many, many years. I went on to get my master's degree in different certifications as well. And now I'm still in school in a certification program for my coaching license. And so I am a professional student, and I'm okay with that now. But it has taught me how to commit to the process. And I know you get frustrated. I know it's difficult. We give up. We want to give up. We have given up, a lot of us, on love and finding that one, because the process can be so difficult, right? It's so many men in the world, for one. And then to find that one that you and him are on the same page at the same time with the same values, wanting each other, can be difficult. It can be. And it can be heartbreaking. It can be disappointing. It can be depressing. It can really mess with your self-esteem. It can have you in a cycle of making unhealthy compromises where you're trying to make it work and make it fit, where you're staying in relationships longer than you should have. And just really, I don't think any time can be wasted. It's just not used as productive, right? You're not moving and growing and producing what you should be in that time and season. And I get it. And I say that to say I get it. But I want to come and to encourage you, to challenge you, to disrupt your daily program of settling for less, whatever that is. Only you know what that is, right? Only you know, and you may not realize that you're settling. But if you're not living at your full potential as who you believe you should be, then you're settling for less. And you may have given up, right? You may have buried it so far down that you can't even hear that little desire of love whispering anymore. But I want to encourage you to commit to the process of finding love. It is absolutely possible for you. There is 1, 2, 3 people in this world that you have, probably even more, that you can choose to have in your life, and you guys can choose to be with each other. I don't believe there's just one person. I think it's the one person that you and him choose to be together and live life. And trust me, there are men, good men with high standards, morals, who are loving and supportive and caring, who desire to be with you. But they just need you not to give up. And this is for men too. Men, I know, I hear the same thing from men. There's no good women out there. That is a scarcity mindset, which we talked about earlier this week. And so let's reframe that and say that I only need one of the millions of people in the world, millions of men who are legal for me to marry. I only need one. And it's possible for me to meet him if I commit to the process of meeting him and attracting him and connecting with him and creating the atmosphere for us to meet, creating that opportunity by getting off my butt, getting out, meeting people, showing up as my best self, right? Our Eden presence that we've been talking about all month, creating that person and living and being who she is, right? Not the skeptical, not this person who's living in shame, blame, and hurt, but really living and stepping into your power and that is the process. That is the process. And it's not always easy to do it on our own, because we all have blind spots. We all have blind spots. So we have to work through those blind spots and those limiting beliefs and those blocks. I believe there's 5 blocks that keeps us, and I'm not going to get into those on this recording, but there's 5 blocks that keeps us from living the life and having what we want. And I teach those 5 blocks in my Love Me Right program, and how to get through those 5 blocks, whether it's life or relationships, because guess what? It's all the same. And so we break through those blocks and areas that are pertinent to you, because not everybody have all 5 blocks, but you probably have 1 or 2 or 3 of those blocks, if not all of them. And one of those blocks is limiting beliefs. And in that is scarcity, it's shame, it's blame, right? It's those things. And so we work through how to get through those blocks so that we can commit to the process and not the outcome. Because if we do that, we will get to our outcome. And so I just really want to encourage you all out there who are thinking about giving up, who've given up, who's buried their feelings and hearts and desires and traveling and shopping and hanging with your girlfriends. I want to encourage you to do something different today, to travel the road least traveled. Honestly, travel the road that's least traveled by getting support and walking along, having someone walk alongside you to help you find the path to attracting and connecting and building healthy relationships. And if you're not ready for a coach, that's okay. keep watching the Love at Lunch all month. Keep working on you. Keep working on your relationships. Keep, with God and with other people. But when you're ready to really speed up that process and break down those barriers and commit to the process and stop being stuck, right? Stuck in your own way of meeting the person that God has for you or that you choose to have, or both. I just really join my family. If you're wherever you are, I just want you to join the Love Me Right family. You can subscribe at www.lovemeright.net, www.lovemeright.net. I'm excited for you if you're committing to the process, if you're taking action, right? We were talking about the other day about taking action. I want you to take action today, whatever that is. If that's walking up, talking to a stranger, just saying hello, right? If that's letting go of some past hurt and forgiving yourself, forgiving that person, and just saying it is what it is. It doesn't have any bearing on my value, right? Take your value off the table, which is another principle we teach. We take our value of who we are and what we're created to do and what we add to the world off the table for no one to get to examine and determine what that is. Take that off the table. Forgive them. Let them have that, right? Take that lesson. What lesson can you learn from that hard situation? For me, as a teenage mother and a single mom for 18 years, trying to make it do what it do, I learned a valuable lesson on how to commit to the process and not the outcome, which led me to meeting my husband and led me to knowing how to build that relationship with him. And we're still building, right? Once you get married, it's not magic. It just doesn't happen every day. You have to choose for it to happen. You have to choose to be your best self. You have to choose to love some days. You have sometimes hour by hour, right? It's like, okay, I got to choose to like you right now because you're making me mad. Right? I have to choose self-care. Sometimes I have to choose me, right? I have a young son. It's like, yeah, today mommy needs to choose her, right? So we're always in choice. I'm teaching all kind of lessons here, and I said I wasn't going to teach. That's another principle we teach. There's always choice. There's not decisions. Decision make it one or the other. We always have choice. There's always opportunities, right? There's no problems. There's just opportunities. And this is your opportunity to take that life lesson and make it work for you, so that you can attract, connect, and build a healthy relationship with the love of your life, because he needs you and you need him. All right, this has been Love at Lunch, a little lesson, a little encouragement. I hope it's something you can take away. Again, another lesson. Take what you can use, leave the rest. Right? Whatever you can use, I hope it served you well. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is Marlena Cole, your dating and relationship coach and the creator of the Love Me Right program, where we are teaching single Black African American women how to attract, connect, and build healthy relationships in less the time. All right. Love you all. See you later. Bye.